Okay, so it has come to my attention two things. Two different people emailed me. One is going off about Amazon and how they're in here. They saw my video about Amazon, stay the hell away from here. And they found out HQ2 or whatever is going to be in Arlington. They would like my thoughts on that. And then the other one is someone that saw my video just before this one, taking down Jason Black, and they went to go and look at what was said, and apparently they couldn't find it. So I go back, I'm like, what the fuck? I gave you the time coordinates. What the hell? So I go back and I look at it, and I don't know what's going on with this man. I'm not in the business of making video after video. I'm not about to sit here and keep going on and on and on about this dude. But one thing I do want to make sure is that when I say something, people can go back and verify it. As far as my claims, I'm very big on that. I'm very big on having videotape evidence, audio tape evidence, preferably in 4K quality at 120 frames per second with equivalent quality sound. Even though this video here is not at it's what 1080p at the most. Fine, 30 frames per second. Okay, but that is what I'm up. So I'm like, okay, let me go see what the hell's going on. I don't know what's going on with this man's editing. Considering the movies he made, you think that he would have been able to get stuff up a lot easier. But I go back on the channel, see, okay, how come you couldn't find it? I gave you the time coordinates, I gave you the name of the thing. And apparently it keeps getting switched around. So now look, I'll just show you this. Right. What the fuck is that? First, I mean, and hell, you could even see from the... In fact, I'll show it to you in a little bit. But let me just go get those two things out the way. First thing, and then this one's going to be the quicker one. Amazon. Everything that I said in that video way months back, maybe even a year back now. It's going to cause a fucking problem. Amazon or HQ2 being here. Unless something happens, Amazon pays for infrastructure or something, and if they pay for it, I highly doubt they're not going to want to own it. So, as I may have said in that video way back, I have two friends from high school that I pseudo keep in contact with. They both live in Silicon Valley. From what I understand, from what they have told me and from what other people have told me, they both make over 6 figures after taxes, and yet somehow they are still living damn near, not actually, but damn near paycheck to paycheck. I don't know if there's something they're not telling me, because they're not married, they don't have any kids. I don't know if there's something they're not telling me, but I don't care where you are. I find it a little impossible that you can be making 6 figures after taxes and still I don't know. I was always wary of that, but I can't prove otherwise, so I have to take what they say. Okay. That's Silicon Valley. Amazon I mean, considering the other people that are already in the DC metro area, especially right next to DC, right? For Amazon to come here with their headquarters and whatever, that's gonna be a problem. I don't know how much of the barn they gave out, how much of the baby they threw out with the bathwater to get Amazon here. Okay, but hell, I got my sunglasses on right now. When I go into work, usually the sun comes in my face. Today, the reason why I'm here right now, instead of at work, is because it was going to take me 3 hours. I'm actually in Frederick right now, okay, not in Potomac. I wish I had stayed in Potomac, and I wish I had stayed there and would have a shorter drive. But I'm in Frederick right now. It was going to take me 3 hours to go from Frederick, the top of Frederick, to the start of 270, straight down to the very end of 270 and on into DC. It was going to take me 3 hours with no traffic at all on the road It is a 40 to 55 minute drive at the most. No, with no traffic on the road, it's like a 40 to 45 minute drive. Okay? And Waze is telling me it's going to take 3 hours. And today is what? What the hell is today? Tuesday, November 20th, 2018 at 7:37 a.m. I tried to go out at 6-something, at 6:15, and it's telling me it's gonna take me 3 hours to get to DC from Frederick. When normally it takes me, if I leave out at the time I left out, an hour and something. Hour and 30 minutes, whatever. If I leave from here. Okay. 3 fucking hours. How does that tie into this? Well, with Amazon here, and the jobs, right? Assuming they don't give it to machines, which they probably won't, it's headquarters, they have other stuff that they can't really put to machines just yet. How many people are they going to import? Because let's not play dumb. They're not about to sit here and employ all the people in the DC metro area and keep it like that. No, they're going to import people from from all over the country, potentially all over the world. And that's going to be a fucking nightmare. Why? Because DC already gets fucking crippled anytime something happens. What was it? Last Thursday. It snowed. Some bullshit you call snow turned to slush, turned to just flat out rain. Some amorphous bullshit with the weather. And everything almost came to a fucking halt. Stuff comes to a halt when there's a standard issue pride parade, when some supposedly important person came, like when the King and Queen of Spain came, and a couple other things happened. 3 p.m., 2 p.m., 1 p.m., straight up until 8 p.m. Look like rush hour traffic. Right? You know, this is 8, 9 p.m., still rush hour traffic, still bumper to bumper. Hell, yesterday when I was in D.C., 9:05, and it looks like rush hour traffic. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And the reason why I brought up the date just earlier is because some people are already gone on vacation or not vacation, but extended time off for the holidays. So some people have already left town. Yeah, okay, some people came into town. Okay, fine. That's crazy. And then Amazon gonna be here now. DC cannot support the people that are in there right now, as far as a physical infrastructure level. And now you're going to add Amazon in there with all the shit they're going to bring? And then, of course, there's the whole fucking price issue. It's the DC metro fucking area. Yes, I live in Potomac and also, obviously, here in Frederick. But I've lived in this area my entire life. I grew up in Potomac, okay? Yes, I know that area. I know how expensive it can be. However, now, everywhere else... Jesus fucking H. Prices go up. That's all I'm going to say. Prices go up. Oh my god. So that's that. I mean, that's going to be a problem. So that's it for the first part. That's my thoughts on that. It's going to be a fucking shit show. Now, second order of business. In regards to this last video, and this one's going to be a little bit longer, but I'm going to try to, because I got other shit to do, I'm going to try to get this as quick as possible. I'm going to actually play what was said here, so you all know that I was not making that up. I wasn't just giving random coordinates. I had to go and edit what I said. In fact, here it is right here. There you go. Focus, 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 damn it. Why all of a sudden this shit won't focus? Maybe if I do this, and then I cannot see what I'm doing because the thing came in. Probably not. Oh yeah. Alright, well, this thing's not focusing. I'll just splice in a screenshot of it. I don't know why all of a sudden it's choosing not to focus. Okay. I will splice in a screenshot of that. I had to go and redo the coordinates so that people know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to have to make a note on it on my other video. Okay, fine. I am going to play what went on. Okay? So you all can see that I'm not lying. And then I'm going to get into his answer and... Well, yeah, I'm going to get into his answer. So, here we go.
Caller from 240, you're on live with the Black Channel.
Hello, can you hear me properly?
Yes, we can. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Kevin from Potomac, Maryland.
Okay, what was your name again?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Like the number 10?
Yeah, TENN.
Interesting.
Break, what's so interesting about that? What is interesting about that? Okay.
And what's on your mind, 10?
So about two things. One is a question, and the phone is kind of going in and out.
Your phone is muddled as hell. You might want to get it up near your chin.
Break, it was not on my chin. There's nothing wrong with it. In fact, let me do this right now. It wasn't on my chin. There was nothing wrong with my phone. I shall do this right now so you can see it, even here in Frederick, Maryland. Right here, you can see it. Look at that. Still, full bars. Full fucking bars. Alright? Frederick, Maryland. Full bars. See that? Full bars. As opposed to my Galaxy S5, which has 1 bar. So, there you go. Let's keep going.
Sorry, say it again?
Okay, thanks for removing your phone from your chin. What did you want to say?
My phone was not removed from my chin. My phone was actually out here like this. I was talking like this. While driving. Actually, no. I made the video while driving. I was actually parked. I wanted to stop. And the reason why I even called in instead of waiting until I got to my destination to call in is because I didn't want the show to end. I didn't know when it started. I didn't want it to end before I called in. So I was actually parked in... I was on my way to Frederick. I was parked in the Germantown. What's now a 7-Eleven. It changed from a W Express in Germantown. But yeah, it was like this. I didn't move my phone at all. So that tells you anything. Let's keep going.
Yes, let's just say black people as a whole, obviously not everyone, but as a whole, want to build up businesses to some substantial level, right? What would stop the powers that be from pulling another event like they did with Black Wall Street, or going with these standard issues, or this terrorist activity, or terrorist funding coming from these black-owned areas? What would stop that from happening?
Okay. The only issue that we had with the Black Wall Street was we had every type of store that we needed, with the exception of the gun store. So, along with everything else, you have to have an economic code of conduct. And part of that economic code of conduct is that we physically protect our economy.
Break. Keep that in mind for later. Physically protect.
Everybody else is out there telling you looters will be shot. Looters will be shot everywhere you go. Black folk don't have that mentality. But I'm telling you that in order to deal with these wild beasts, We better develop that mentality to subjugate and domesticate these wild beasts.
Now, won't that work for us, though, when we start doing it?
Stop right there. Again, my phone is right here. I have not moved it. Okay? I have not moved it. It's right here. Okay? So he was able to understand once I supposedly moved it away from my chin. It was right here. He was able to understand my question. But when I go and ask him this particular question, this is the sub-question I was talking about from the last video. This particular question, well, and I'll explain that question and my analysis of it later, after this, but I ask him this question and look at what happens now.
Okay. If you have your phone on Bluetooth or something, or if it's up under your jaw or where down in your pants, I need you to take it out or whatever because you're really muffled.
No, I have full bars and it's the 4G connection. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I have it away from my face now. Hopefully that helps.
Try asking your question again, and I'll see if I can try it again.
Break. Now, since I couldn't quite hear what he said because the connection kept going in and out despite me having full bars, and despite him, I'm assuming he's not talking. I'm assuming he's talking from some sort of either landline or some sort of voice over IP type thing. Kept going in and out. I found it a little suspicious that he's in Shreveport, whatever, Louisiana, and yet the number when it's coming up on my phone keeps saying New York. I don't understand that. Maybe that's some sort of proxy server-ish type stuff. I don't know, but yeah. So I didn't quite hear what he said, but let's keep going.
Okay, so let's just say you get that mentality, do your business and get out, or move or be shot, as you said.
I didn't say that.
What?
I didn't say that. All these slow kids in class tonight.
Will that work for us?
I didn't say that for all of you slow ADHD crack pipe babies tonight. I didn't say that. And you heard me telling you I didn't say that, and you wanted to keep talking. That's why I'm doing you like that. I did not say that. I did not say buy and leave, and I didn't say buy or get shot. I didn't
say buy or get shot either, but okay.
Say that. I said that we need to be able to physically protect our economy. That was what I said. You did not repeat what I said. Right. You said something fabricated that I did not say. Yeah. I didn't say anything about shooting customers.
I didn't say anything about shooting customers either.
I didn't say anything about shooting anybody.
I can't hear you even though I have a solid connection.
Well, let me help you not have to worry about that anymore. This is a problem.
And at that point, he hung up on me. So you see what I'm talking about here. You see what I'm talking about. You see what I'm talking about. And I was not the only person to complain about how the connection was going in and out. The other lady that everybody decided to get on, including him, she complained about that as well. And from the few other times that I've heard his shit when it was live, right, other people have said the exact same thing. Now, of course, some people have a proper connection, no problem. Some people have not a good connection. I don't know what the difference is in those. Maybe the people that had a solid connection, maybe they're calling from a landline from like work or something. I don't know. But again, you saw it, and you saw how he started acting. Like, okay, I simply said, all right, fine. I didn't hear it properly. Just repeat what you said, and let's keep going. But again, you notice how when I asked him, will that work for us? All of a sudden, he can't hear me, but yet my phone has not changed, and where I was holding my phone when I was talking has not changed. But he heard the question after I moved it away, when I didn't. And then when I asked him the sub-question to that. All of a sudden, oh, it's muffled. And this is a problem. Okay. Right. And to address a few of his people in the chat room, okay, as far as TBA himself said, because I'm looking at the flowing of the chat as that time came up, as it goes by the time, like as you get further into the video, it lists the chat comments. Okay, TBA, his signal strength is bad. No, it's not. I just showed you up here from Frederick, way the fuck away from DC area. It's not bad. It's still there. Chris Fan, 10. Okay, yeah, that's me. TBA again. It's going in and out. It is actually going in and out, and I don't know what the hell that is, because, yeah. Oh, actually, that Nika Pookie Jenkins, 10. Really? This dude doesn't know how to use a phone. Look at this fucker's username. And he's gonna tell me about how I don't know how to use a phone? Okay, I just rooted, well, not just, it was a long ass time ago. I rooted this thing, right? Fucked up the IMEI, had to go and get it re-added in there, and since it's not exactly something that you can legally go in, well, you can legally re-add it, but you can't legally change it. The amount of work that I had to do, the amount of programming I had to do to go and get the IMEI reworked in here. I didn't save the EFS folder when I rooted it, sorry. So I had to go and re-add it there and blah, 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 and then reload it, sideload it, and all that shit. The amount of programming that I had to do to get this shit working again. But I don't know how to use a phone. Do you know how to that Nika Pookie Jenkins, do you know how to reprogram an Android phone? Yeah. What else we got here? Soda Shop, Potomac, Maryland. Wonder what profession he's in. Well, keep on wondering. Don't worry about that. He sounds muffled. This is from Miss B Life. MRS B Life. He sounds muffled. Yeah, well, okay. This nigga is from the Caribbeans. Actually, I am. I don't know if that was to me or not. This is from Frederick Coe. This nigga is from the Caribbeans. Yeah, I guess. They must be sisters. Okay, no weapons. Yeah, many black people in motion want to deal with anything. Chris in Dallas. He got a track phone. See this? Galaxy S8. And if you see up there, T-Mobile. In the upper right or left or whatever, T-Mobile. T-Mobiles don't do track phones. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's enough of that shit. So, now we get to the meat and potatoes, as it were, of this. I've already talked about this idiot with his attitude. He complains about other people acting emotional, but yet... Yeah. And then crack pipe babies, huh? Well, if this crack pipe baby is able to... I could say a bunch of stuff, but let me just get into it, because, again, like I said, I have other shit to do. Even though I just told them in the office, look, I'll come in after rush hour, and I'm not about to sit in 3 fucking hours of traffic. That's not gonna happen. And my job could easily be done at home. Everything, much like my previous job, is all in a Firefox folder. Anyway, sorry. Looters will be shot. You heard it yourself. Looters will be shot. That is the kind of mentality that black people are to have. Dealing with these beasts. who are these beasts? White supremacy, I suppose, and all of their supporters. Okay. I asked, will that work for us? He decided, I'm just going to say he decided to dodge the question. Because if he were to answer that question properly, as I'm about to answer as best as is possible, that's going to put some doubt in his followers. I didn't mean to strike the sheep, the shepherd and the sheep scatter, but whatever. No, that will not work for us. I think I attributed it to Jason Black here, but it might have actually been Tariq Nasheed that said this. All these other people, these other groups of people, non-black, non-white, actual white people, are going to side with white if given a choice or ultimatum against blacks, right? They're not coming to side with us. They're going to side with white. So, here's why the mentality that he just said that we need to have, and what is entailed by that, and the reason why I said keep in mind for later, physically defend, that's what I'm going to take it as, a physical defense of that shit. Here's why that's not going to work. 13. Black people as a whole, all black people, be they black Americans, black Caribbeans, black Africans, black European, black wherever, whoever the hell, coming here, living here, being here, staying here, whatever, 13% of the population. 13%, 13.x%, whatever. Okay? If, in fact, every other group of people will not side with us or help us or whatever, and we have this stance of, or this mentality of looters will be shot. You heard it from him. He did say that. That's exactly what he said. Replay the fucking video. Fuck. 13% going up against 87%. And that 13% is assuming that each and every single black person is on the same page. We're all in rank and file, and we're all ready to go. That's going to not be 13%. It's going to be far less than 13% once you factor in and account for the people that have been alienated, the few that were legitimately alienated because obviously they're poison, yeah, okay, and the ones that were falsely alienated, right? The ones that don't, just flat out never heard of you, don't know, because look, let's be honest here. Outside of this niche group, nobody knows who the fuck you are. Nobody knows. Sorry, nobody knows. Outside of the niche group and the standard issue people that keep coming back over and over again, no one knows who you are. Compared to all the people, let's just say all the black people in the U.S. and all the black people around the world, adding them all up together, both you and this is not to shit on Tariq Nasheed either. I'm not discounting him or anything like that, but no one knows who you all are. Jason Black, sorry, outside of this bubble that you're in, this echo chamber with your yes men, people that are too scared to even stand up to you or to throw actual questions that you can't answer, and you go and dodge talking about, if your phone is muffled, you're going to need to move it away, or you're on Bluetooth or something. No. Nobody knows who you are. Your movies, they were not in, none of you and your ilk, none of your movies were in theaters nationwide, okay? They were in a few theaters for a couple of days and then they had to leave. They were not in there for months on end like I see some of these bullshit coming out of Hollywood, okay? I tried to hunt down which theater in the I thought your movie Race War was actually in DC, and it might have actually literally been in the Diamond, DC. I don't know if it was just in the DC metro area. Maybe it was at the AMC or the what is it, in Silver Spring, in downtown Silver Spring. Maybe it was showing there, and I don't know. I tried to physically hunt down your movie, since buying the tickets for it did not work, right? And I could not find that shit anywhere. And it was 2 days before its first showing here in the DC. And I'm still like, where the fuck is this thing at? Is it at the Regal? Is it at the AMC? Is it at that one theater in downtown Silver Spring? I forgot the name of it, but it's a rather up there theater that, you know, only I don't know. Outside of your niche group echo chamber, nobody knows who you are. So that's the third one. And there was actually 2 more points as to how it's not even going to be 13% of the population against 87%. It might even be as far as 5% of the population, or 3%, going up against 95 or 97%. And you think you're going to win with what? A gun store. Okay, well, let's take your logic then. We have a gun store in this black version of Chinatown, black version of Little Italy, black area of black business. We have a gun store. Where are we getting our supplies of bullets from? I'd like to hope it's not from the same white supremacists that we're supposed to be going up against. I hope from mining the metals out of the ground till whatever, we're getting it from somebody else. The Chinese, the Russians, Brazil, I forbid Africa. Somewhere. Okay? Somewhere. Hopefully we don't have to go and rely on, either directly or hopefully not even indirectly, the actual white supremacists that we're supposed to be fighting against for our fucking weapons. Okay? But we have this gun store stocked with guns, bullets, and all that. Okay, fine. Am I to understand that the people that, again, I'll say it's all black people, and it's the full 13% of the population going up against, what, 87%? Am I to understand that that 87% doesn't also have access to this exact same fucking guns, if not better guns than us? If they don't, what the fuck? What's going on here? Huh? If they do, how in the fuck do you account, do you or anybody, this is to him, to his sheep, to anybody else, Tariq Nasheed maybe, and his followers, or anybody else anywhere out there. Hell, this is, even, somebody show me how it's mathematically going to work, because as far as I'm concerned, no amount of leverage, no amount of strategy, and no amount of fucking jujitsu like mentality is going to have 13% of the population beat 87% when both sides are actually actively trying to do whatever, defend themselves, defend their property, or hell, just a flat-out war. And if things are really this bad and everybody's going to side with the white supremacists against black people, I do not put it past them to be like, look, we're just going to go in there Nazi style, exterminate them, round them up, cattle cars, gas chambers, whatever the fuck, or burn them alive, and then we just act like Asians, East Indians, Middle Easterns, everybody, hey, we just act like nothing happened. We didn't do anything. They just up and vanished. In fact, wipe them out from the history books. They didn't exist. They were never here. Scrub the internet. That's it. I would not put it past them to do that. Whether it's actually possible or not, depends on who you ask. But I would not. So how do you... Looters will be shot. That mentality, and the fact that you said physically protect, you know, our own stuff. How's that going to work? And that is what I wanted to ask him, if he didn't go off like a fucking bitch on a mad tirade just because somebody dared to misunderstand or mishear him. To anybody black seeing this video, my advice to you is whenever you go up against somebody like this and they're talking what he's talking, ask them this question, because this question is going to determine whether it's even possible for us to do anything or whether it's chasing infinity and then it's fucking futile. Okay? I'm not advocating just sitting here and just bowing down, bowing out, and just taking it. However, I don't really feel like going up against something where even a simple little bit of thought would have been like, hey, that's not going to work. That's going to get us all exterminated. That's going to make black people go physically, biologically extinct. The only thing that I can think that might work, and I don't know if this is possible or not, it's just the thing I can think of on the top of my head right now, is that these other groups, Asians, East Indians, Middle East and stuff, they're not really trying to deal with white supremacy either. Maybe they want their own supremacy, Asian supremacy, Chinese, whatever, Middle Eastern supremacy, Arab supremacy, whatever. They are not trying to have white supremacy dominating them, as is evidenced by all these people that are kind of being like, you know what, fuck Western and American powers enslaving us like this. Get up off me, man, you know? Venezuela's one. I don't know how well that's going to turn out. Libya tried that. Iraq tried that. Maybe it takes Russia and China trying that for it to have any effect. But, you know, nobody's really trying to do that. So maybe what black people have to do is let them fight each other and then wear themselves out, and then we come in after, if we're able to sit there and weather that storm. You know? But that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, maybe if I sat down and thought even more than I already did, I'd find something else. But this whole thing of looters will be shot, that mentality, I don't see how that is going to work when we're this vastly outnumbered, physically outnumbered, percentage-wise outnumbered. And it's not like we can depend on other non-black, non-white groups to come in and help us, since they see a benefit. Hey, we get this white supremacist power, global dominating power off us, and then we can fight amongst ourselves. You know, but let's all just take that giant out first, and then we can scramble and see who the hell gets his crown. Apparently that's not going to happen, because everybody's going to side with white supremacy against us. Okay, so how exactly do we do that then? Anyway, you heard it now, you see it now. I don't know what the fuck is up with this man's posting. You saw the picture of how he has two of the exact same things. He switched it around. In fact, where is it? Where the fuck is this man's shit? I don't know what the hell that is. 11/18/2018 feminist white supremacist agenda is 1 minute and 22 seconds long, and then the exact same title a day ago is 2 hours and 55 minutes long. And just yesterday it was switched around. Oh my god. Anyway, here you go. And I see no further videos needing to be made about this man and his stuff. The only other thing I will say, the last thing I'll say before I end this is, black people, in your quest for looking for answers, don't discount anyone. Like, take in everything. Take in everything and then sift through it and see who's who and what's what. Don't immediately shut out anybody. But do be careful how you follow false prophets. And also know, and this is from my personal experience dealing with the whole MGTOW community, and watching Barbarossa make his exit. Nobody can find his ass all these years later now. Do know when you need to distance yourself from some people. Take what they have if it's of use, but you know, be very careful who you follow, and make sure you don't go following false prophets. That's pretty much it. This went on a lot longer than I wanted, but make sure I get this clarified. Later.